In the last video, we dug into torque converter automatics and why they've stayed king for so long, but now we're going to look at a transmission that ditches gears entirely, the CVT, or continuously variable transmission. Some drivers swear by them, others can't stand them. Let's find out why. A CVT is different because it doesn't have fixed gears. Instead, it uses a belt or chain running between two pulleys that can change their width. Think of two ice cream cones pointing at each other with a rubber band stretched between them. As the cones move in and out, the band rides higher or lower, and that changes the ratio continuously. The result? Instead of shifting between fixed gears, a CVT has essentially infinite ratios between its lowest and its highest points. So why do manufacturers use them? Efficiency. It keeps the engine in the most fuel-efficient RPM range. Smoothness. No shifting, just a seamless flow of power. Cost. Simpler to manufacture than an advanced 8 or 10-speed auto. That's why they're common in hybrids like the Toyota Prius, where the engine can run exactly where it's most efficient. Subaru was one of the first to roll CVTs out widely, not just in commuter cars, but in all-wheel drive performance models. And they pushed them harder than most, even putting a CVT in the WRX, their rally-bred performance sedan. That's unusual because most automakers avoid CVTs in sporty cars. Subaru tuned theirs with quicker responses and simulated steps to make it feel more like a performance transmission. Purists still debate whether WRX should have a CVT at all, but it showed just how versatile the design can be. But CVTs have real drawbacks. The most obvious is the rubber band effect. When you accelerate, the engine just drones at a steady RPM while the car slowly catches up. It feels disconnected. Durability is another issue. Belts and chains under high torque don't always hold up as well as traditional gears. That's why you almost never see CVTs in full-size trucks or high horsepower sports sedans. And here's where things get interesting. Manufacturers knew people hated the way CVTs felt. So companies like Nissan started programming in artificial shift points, fake steps in the power delivery that make it feel like a traditional automatic. And here's the irony. That totally defeats one of the CVT's main advantages, which is keeping the engine at its most efficient speed. But the psychology mattered more and customers complained less. Cars sold better once it felt like they were shifting. Subaru took another approach, tuning their CVTs to respond quicker in performance models, and stronger designs with steel change instead of belts have made them more durable. But even with those upgrades, CVTs remain controversial. In the real world, CVTs are perfect for commuters, economy cars, and hybrids. They deliver great fuel economy and smooth, simple driving. They can work in high-performance cars, Subaru proved that, but if you're looking for sharp shifts, snappy acceleration, or big towing capacity, a torque converter automatic or a dual clutch still does it better. So the CVT isn't a gimmick, but it is also not for everyone. If you want efficiency and smoothness, it delivers. If you want sharp performance, you'll probably be happier elsewhere. In our next episode, we'll talk about the transmission that started it all, the manual. Still simple, still engaging, and for some drivers, still the only way to drive. This is Wrench and Reason, where we break down the machines we drive and the tech behind them, so you can make smarter choices and enjoy your car even more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.